Hmm. Hmm. I think it's working. Um, that's pretty cool. Okay, I think live. I'm not going to tweet it or anything. It's my first live stream, so I was using this Infinicine. I think it's called Lightstream now, but from a couple dudes from Toledo area worked on it. It's pretty sweet, pretty cool. Easy way to get live stream. Anyway, I am going to work on an application called Callback. And this application basically a service. So I have another application called Tetsu where it schedules a bunch of stuff. And I took all of that code and I'm putting it into another separate service as kind of a byproduct where basically it's an API only thing where you send it an API call and it will, and you give it a schedule and you give it like a name of a job and it will send you a webhook back to your application to tell you to run the thing. So people don't have to build their own scheduling systems. Pretty simple idea. I've got some ideas to build on top of it, but for right now, that's what it is. And I want to launch it soon. And I need to do some things to it today for actually a client project is going to end up using it. I'm using this GitHub projects thing. Just wanted to give it a whirl. I don't like it. I usually use Waffle, which is a board like this. It takes your GitHub issues and creates a board, but it has a lot more nicer features. But I need to work on this guy right here. Multi-segment support. Let's move this guy over. And cool. Okay. So the problem right now is you send it a job, and then for that job, you can attach a bunch of schedules to it, to that job. The problem is if you want the same job, but you want it for multiple different segments or tenants. So let's say you had like an onboarding email job, and you had, for each new user that you had, you want to run this job. Well, you wouldn't have a different job for each of those. You wouldn't have like a different job name. It would all be onboard customer, but you would send it a different unique ID that may have a schedule associated with it. So right now you can send it a payload, but that payload is the same for every single job that gets run. So this segment will allow you to basically attach a different schedule. So I need to be able to support just without segments and with segments, and both of those things can have schedules. So this is in Rails, or not Rails, this is in Ruby, but I'm using Grape as the API wrapper, and it's amazing. Yeah. So, it's been a while since I've been in this project. Yeah. Cool. All right. Also, I want to hide I just want to, for V1, I just want to have like a field called segment ID in the API that either set, or if it's not set, it's nil, or if it's not there. I don't know which one to do yet, but anyway, if you set it, you get that segment's schedules. If you don't set it, then you get the jobs schedules. So let's start with a test here. So yeah, I have an API here. Okay. Let's see what's in the API. Okay, jobs. Okay, so spec API jobs. I'm going to do a show. Okay. So the first thing I do is I want to create a branch, 46. Look. 46. Called support. Oh, wait a second. I already have a branch. I think, yeah, this is just from master. 46. Starts right out well. Dude, I spelled segment wrong too. Lord. Okay. Okay, I just recently moved to from DigitalOcean just because I didn't want to deal with Docker. I don't have time for that shit right now. So, okay, so spec API jobs show. Okay, so context with a segment ID. It returns a JSON representation of the job with the segment ID. Okay, so I'm actually going to copy this, but basically I just want this keys to include a segment And then I also want to include schedules. Just to make sure that they're on the same level. And I want this to be segmented job. All right. It's a good like high level test. So I usually start with like, it depends what kind of feature it is, but this feature, I kind of know how the low level stuff is going to go, but I'll start a Pomodoro timer here. All right. Let me make sure my stream is still working. First time streaming. Cool. Okay, so with these, I kind of start with this high level stuff, and then I'm gonna work my way down. I kind of know how I'm going to implement this. I think the job schedules database model is going to have to be it's going to have to be polymorphic so that it can be attached to both a job segment as well as a job. And then the API is going to have to do some switcherooing around because there's a level between the job. Like I don't just render the model. There's a grape entity in between, so I can shape the API the way I want it to be shaped. So I don't think it's going to be that difficult. So I'm going to run this now. This should be shoot. This always happens. This doesn't work. 2.3. I gotta get that set up. All right, spec jobs show. All right, run that. Change this environment to 2.3. And it is going to be the error. So I'm going to 46. Okay. Both of those. Nope, I don't need both of those. But I do need a segmented job. And segmented job. And then I'm going to use Factory Girls. Factory Girls, whatever those things are called, attributes to save. So this is going to fail because that segmented job is not there. Okay, now just re-add traits. So factories job factory. Okay, trait segmented. Okay, and now that should get a little lower. Get expected error. Interesting. Why was there an error? I'm a puts developer or puts debugger. I'm a type of person. I don't really like to use BigQuery. Couldn't find resource. What? Okay, segmented job. I have a let bang there. So that should work. External ID. So the external ID is just kind of a random hash thing that I create so that you don't use real IDs. Although you could also use the name. Authenticated. I don't think it matters if the trait is empty. I shouldn't be getting that error. I was expecting it to say, I was expecting it to fail here. Actually, you know what? I want it to fail even lower, so on this last line. Interesting. So jobs show. Oh, this is the great API stuff. This is really rad. Requires an ID. Find by ID or name. Current account. Oh, I don't have a. My user is not. My user is not associated with that. Good job. Right here. This is what I got to do. This is what I got to do. Let's do this. Segmented job. And then I'm going to say this is going to be with a segmented job. Segmented job. Okay, now it should fail at the expected to include. Yep. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I think I'm going to make job schedules polymorphic. So this could be attached to either a job or a job segment. Yeah, let's do that. So, cool. So, what goes polymorphic? Polymorphic stuff in here. I would have to look this up, like if I don't create it from scratch. Rails polymorphic models. Yeah. Polymorphic. Okay. Okay, so yep, so this is going to be schedulable ID and schedulable type. So I'm going to actually just manually create this guy and then remove. So, okay. So Rails generate migration, add polymorphism. Schedules. Okay, schedulable ID, schedule string, schedulable. I don't think that's a word, but schedulable. Oh, it's there. All right. Schedulable. Rails generate. What? Oh, fuck. I'm not on Rails, you idiot. I have to look this up now. -t. So I'm using active record migrations. And yeah, so I have to do name equals do that. Name equals, yeah, GPU animation. Oh, you really have to do that? All right, let's fucking do it then. You want to do that? Let's do that. And I have to make this a add poly. You know what? Migrate. I'll try using the same. Yep. And polymorphism to schedules. And then this is going to be schedulable ID, which is an integer. Schedulable type. Schedulable ID. Okay, that should work. And polymorphism. Okay. Okay. So, and then I want to add this index, I believe. Schedules, and this is schedulable type. Schedulable ID. Cool. And I think to do cool. Make sure that all this runs. Yep, one failure, which is the one that we created. Cool. All right, so now I want to make it, you know what, I'm going to convert that into a concern. Let me look at jobs. Models, jobs. Okay, so I have many schedules, except nested attributes for. Okay. Anything else schedule related? Cool. So I'm going to make a concern app. No, I don't think I have concerns. I think this is a real project, and this is not. Callback models. Why did that not? Concerns. I do have a concerns directory. Oh, there it is. External resource. So cool. I'm going to make a lib callback models concerns schedulable concern. And then I'm namespacing everything pretty just like you would do in a regular Ruby project. Schedulable, extend active support concern. All right. Right, cool. And then you want to do included, I believe. Yeah, included does the. Yeah, I think included. That's where you want to put all this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to say has many. Okay. That's cool. And then we're going to include schedulable. And then I have to require this. We have models.rb, which requires concerns. So models concerns RB. And this should be schedulable. Schedule. Oh, I'm picking spelling schedulable all wrong. Schedule. Yep, no, that's right. Make sure we didn't break anything. Cool. All right, now we need to just make that polymorphic. I probably need to create a rate task. Fuck. Fuck. How am I going to do this? Put the rate task. Yeah, I should probably put. Actually, yeah, I'll put it in the. So the problem with. I usually create rate. I try to create rate tasks when I'm doing anything with modifying data, but in this instance, you have to be able to deploy and then run your rate task. If I deploy this all at once, I'm going to be deleting that old job ID column. So when I delete the job ID column, I'll run, in that migration, I'll run some conversion stuff, because I do have production data. I don't want to fucks with that. This live streaming shit is fun. There's nobody watching because I haven't tweeted it out. And I have like 4 Facebook people, but yeah, hopefully this is working. Cool. All right. So all right. And then I need to do something like, yeah, polymorphic true, has many as, okay. So has many. I'll put the as here, schedulable. Sorry. Polymorphic true. I wonder if I should put those in. Oh, they are. They're in alphabetical order. Okay, so let's see if I broke anything now. Yeah, I did. Polymorphic. Okay, I don't need polymorphic true. I have a has many. Put on you, active record for checking that shit. All right, scheduler spec. Something's happening here. Scheduler spec. Something's happening. Exactly. Okay, so I don't think. There it is. All right, so I'm creating this. So I just need to create this as a schedulable. And I think it should be good in here. Schedulable. Schedulable. It's getting worse. Okay. I don't like the fact that I use schedule here and job schedule up there. I'll fix that too, but factory girl polymorphic. Ugh, I hate the after. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that's not how you do it with the schedulable stuff. Here we go. Belongs to blah, blah, blah. Convertible. That's pretty cool. I did not know you could do that. So I have a job up here. I could do job.schedules.create here. Use a trait. Let me look at the factory for job schedule. Cool. So this doesn't create anything. Okay. Back models. Schedule.build. Actually, let me do this. Let me do job equals callback models first. Okay. And callback models schedule.build. That's how you do it. Schedulable. Maybe I'm just misspelling. Force. Okay. What? Yeah, excuse me. Did I put this on the wrong fucking thing? Polymorphism. Okay, classes. Okay. Yeah. Someone belongs to picture. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. That's why. Jama. Job schedule. And this should be belongs to schedulable. Duh. Right. First job. And that should work. Okay. Wait, what? Schedulable type is not set. Why is the schedulable type not set? Oh. Morphic is true. Just didn't do the other side. Okay. We got this. There we go. I wonder if that type's gonna fucks it up. Let's try it. Let's try it. So that makes that cool. That makes that cool. Shit. anywhere where it says job schedulable, schedulable. Cool. I gotta make sure I'm not. Actually, I want to rename this to from job schedule to job. Schedule to schedule. What do I do? Oh, yeah, that'll work. Right. All right, Pomodoros up. So I am going to commit this. DB and polymorphic. And polymorphic columns to job schedule and callback models. I think I want all the model stuff. Yep. And then did I change the factory? Need that yet? Hit callback services. Okay, let me make sure I don't have another instance of that in the spec. All those are using scheduler. Okay, so there I don't use a job. There I don't add a job. Oh, here we go. Webhook notifier spec. Webhook notifier spec. Number 9. This is now going to be schedule. Oh boy, now we fucked it all up. Now we fucked it all up. Okay. That makes sense though. No longer set. So, job. That's the time, 17. Yeah, it's probably in the webhook. You know what? We're going to do this different. So add polymorphic association to job schedule. All right. Cool. My Pomodoro's up. Don't need that anymore. How do I see my stream? This app is pretty cool, man. So you can add different like scenes. So like you can add like an image if I wanted to. Ooh, a URL or alert. That's pretty cool. Image, another video clip. You can put stuff on top of here. And all I did was OAuth with YouTube, and it had a big green button that said go live. And all was working. All right. Fuck this. Let's get back. Okay, so yeah. Now I want to remove that job ID. I think the first step to doing that is removing this and seeing what breaks. So let's remove that. Now this is where that webhook notifier will fail. A bunch of stuff should fail. Time to work. I already had it. Okay, webhook notifier. Okay, so let's go webhook notifier. This is basically the nuts and bolts of it. It calls your webhook. So there should be like a .job here. .job. Yeah, so should be schedulable. Be effective next. Like I may need to like add job back, but it'll be a shortcut through. Yeah, not quite sure I'm gonna handle that yet, but this will fix this area right now. Let's move this merge to the next. Okay, and I think that. Okay, so I'm going to check for job lib. Creator. Job create. Job creator. Job creator. The fuck is a job creator? Oh, it's a service. Never mind. Okay, let's fix this. I don't like anything over 80 characters. I think we're good in the hood, man. All right, let's commit that. Lib, callback, jobs, webhook notifier, lib, callback, jobs, schedule. Spec, callback, jobs. Remove the job association model and the schedule model. And now we're going to create a migration to remove. I call it remove. I never know if I do delete or remove in my things. Rename, change. removed fields yet. All right, remove job ID from job samples. Remove prop home. Drop column. I don't know if it's drop or remove column. Remove column. Move column. Job schedules. And that will also remove the foreign key and index. Now, before we do that, we have to migrate existing jobs to polymorphic schema. Okay, so for all of the job schedules, you don't need to do like in each batch. I don't have that many. Jobs, page attributes. Schedulable. I'm not really spacing this stuff properly. Job find. Actually, I would say job. Oh, because I removed. Find job schedule dot job ID. Sure. Thank you, schedule RB here. And job schedule dot save. Cool. Can't really roll this back. So I don't think I want to change here. I think I just want up. And then migration okay. So Rails migration rollback allowed. Yeah. I thought there was a type though, a class you can inherit from, like forward only. Rails migration forward only. Oops. Cool. Forward. Man. Reversible. All right, fuck it. We're just going to change this to up. I think the default implementation of down is raising that irreversible, but okay. I guess I can try it. Migrate. Rollback. Oh, fuck. don't know if that's good, but shit up, but that's okay. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, that's all right. I don't really care. I don't really care about my local data. Hey, man. Migration. What? Ah, that's what I wanted. That's the type. That's the type, bucko. Um, yeah, cool. And then I'll put this as change. Yeah. Let's see, VB reset. If this fucking works, man. Let's try this. How come that is? How come that is still? All right, I'm just gonna raise this guy. Fucks it. Fucks it. Fucks it. Fucks it. Fucks it. All right. I don't understand how it knows information exists when I drop the tables. Schema load. Sometimes this fixes it. Migrate. Fuck you, man. right, I'm just going to say directory up. Create. And when you fuck up those goddamn things. Rack env test. Rack env migrate. We fuck up those migrations in the loop. That sucks. Okay, cool. Cool. So, all right. Remove job ID from schema. Job schema and migrate data. All right, man. Cool. Now I'm ready to create the job segments, and I can attach symbols to that. Cool. And we can finish that. Okay. All right. BE break migration create should have like a gifts for this or something. Does it create? Okay. Yep. Migration create job segments. And let's see. So this is going to reference a job. This is going to have a segment ID. And technically that ID could be a string or an integer. So this is kind of user defined. And then it's going to have the scheduling stuff, which is polymorphic. I can add that later. Yeah, I think eventually the segment stuff won't just be an ID. Like if you have a multiple level segment stung, I think we'll implement that. But for right now, this will do. All right. All right, create job segments. All right, cool. That was good. Migrate, and then I need to create a model called job segment. Models as job segment. Okay, so it belongs to job. Cool. This shouldn't affect any spec. Okay. But Let me make sure the webhook notifier. Yeah, let's go through. So now kind of know what I need to know. Let's think through this a little bit. So I like to add to-dos to these stories. So API should return segment ID with a representative job if there are segments. Oh, actually, see, this is why I write this down. Because if I'm just finding it by the name, we have to add another API endpoint. So API endpoint to just return one segment, and API for job ID should return segments. If there are any, and what to do about schedules. All right. Scheduler, job scheduler for a segmented job. Actually, I might do that first. Just to make sure that all this stuff is working. All right, that's good enough for right now. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I also need a yeah. See, so the idea for callback was to be very, very simple. I didn't want all these different endpoints, but I think this is good. I think the endpoint will just be another slash with an optional segment ID. And if that's specified, yeah. All right, cool. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to pause. This is basically just a test to see how live coding worked. And hope you all enjoyed it. I'll do more. Peace.